Hi there, Heather Cloutmaker with At Home Realty coming at you with our monthly housing market update. So one thing that I have been hearing repeatedly is I'm going to wait to buy or sell a home until spring because everybody knows spring is the best time to buy or sell a home. Have you been guilty of saying that same type of thing? Let me tell you why I think that may not be exactly true. So it is true in terms of the number of homes that are sold. So May is the month where we have the highest number of home sales. That means when they actually close. But does having the highest number, does that mean it's the best time to put your home on the market? I don't think so. What I am seeing in the market and what the data shows is that the spring market has already begun. For the last several years, since 2015 in fact, people have been starting their home searches earlier and earlier. So that means buyers are out there. What we don't have a lot of out there is housing inventory. So what we are finding right now are when sellers go to put their home on the market and they do it at this time versus waiting till April, May, June, they tend to have a couple things happen. Number one, a quick sale. Number two, they get top dollar. Number three, there's not as much seller competition out there, so they stand out. The marketing that we can use to attract the right buyer at the right price is just amazing right now when there are less sellers on the market. So let me give you a couple of real world examples. One thing is I just came back from a conference in San Diego. This was some of the top minds in real estate, some of the top realtors across the country. One thing I was hearing over and over again from them and their markets, again, this was all over the country, was that December never really stopped. So us realtors, we like the winter because it gives us a time to catch up on projects, maybe to get our marketing ready for the spring, to really just have a breather after a busy spring and summer. But this year, it didn't happen. I was out showing houses the day after Christmas, the day after the day after Christmas, the day after the day after the day after Christmas. Same thing with any other holiday this year. I have calls every day of the week. I am showing houses most days of the week, and other agents are experiencing that exact same thing. In fact, the statement was, 2019 never ended. 2020 just rolled in and everything kept going. So that's one example of just the state of the market and how strong it is right now, not just here in West Michigan, but really across the country. A real world example is I listed a home a couple weeks ago, and this home had been on the market last year with another agent. It was on the market for a little over 4 months. Didn't sell. Seller took the home off the market. We went ahead and put it on here at the end of January. Within 1 day, less than 1 day actually, we had an offer and worked out a deal. The seller is happy. The seller can achieve his dreams of getting that home sold and moving on, which was exactly what he wanted to do, but he wasn't able to do last year with a different agent. Again, there are buyers out there. I've been getting calls left and right to people saying, I want to go see this house. I want to go see this house. But what these buyers are also telling me is they're not ready to make a decision on these houses because there just aren't enough houses on the market that appeal to them. So if you have been thinking of selling, even though a lot of homes do sell in the spring, now is the time that you want to list it. If you want to close in April or May, you need to get ready now. I think when you look at the data, it's astronomical the way the market's going right now. We are seeing actually decreased inventory. You know, I've talked before about how we have low inventory. The inventory has actually decreased further this month compared to last month and compared to this time last year. Another thing is our days on market continue to go down. Now, I want to give a caveat to that. The caveat is if homes are not priced right, or if they're listed with the wrong agent and they're not marketed appropriately, you cannot just slap it on the MLS and expect to get top dollar and to get it sold quickly. Those houses may sit on the market longer, but when it's priced right, it's marketed right, it tends to sell quickly. And that's really across price ranges. So if you have had any thoughts of selling this year, now is the time. I would not wait until summer. The other thing is if you thought, okay, we're going to wait till next year because we want to buy for less, or the crash is coming, things like this, that is not projected to happen. This thing that you're waiting for is not coming anytime soon. With that said, if you are thinking that your home is not the right size for you, you need to upsize, downsize, simply just right size, now is a great time for a couple of reasons. One, the interest rates are near historic lows. We have some of the lowest interest rates almost that we've seen, and we aren't anticipating them going up much this year. So what that means for you as a buyer is that you have more home affordability. A home that would have cost you more last year is going to cost you less this year simply because that drop in interest rates. As a seller, what that means is that your buyer can afford more. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, prices have risen. I'm going to sell my house. I'm going to have to buy at a higher rate. Well, the projected increase in appreciation over the next several years is going to remain steady. We are looking in Michigan at likely, now again, these are projections, around a 7% increase this year to next year. So if you are thinking that your home is not right for you for one reason or another, go ahead, pull that equity out now. They say that 50% of homes in America have at least 50% equity. Pull that equity out now, get your home sold at top dollar, and start building equity in your new home. Don't put that 7% appreciation on your current home, put it on your new home. That way you go into it in a really solid state. Foreclosures aren't really a thing right now, so we don't have to worry about that. You want to have good equity though, that is always a good principle. If you have any questions about this, or if you want to have more information like this, please follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, of course follow me on email, and we will keep you updated as to what's going on in the market. But again, if you are thinking of buying or selling a home in 2019 or even 2020, please reach out now so that we can go ahead and talk about what that's going to look like for you.